Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my winter empties. For some reason that sounded really weird when I said it, but I know those are the right words. But yeah, I have a bag full of stuff and some pretty good stuff. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is like a good one. I think you get the point. It's gonna be a good one. So the first two things are the biggest things in this bag, and they are the Dr. Teal's bubble bath, basically. This is the pure Epsom salt foaming bath, soothe and sleep with lavender. And this is the foaming bath, soften and nourish with milk and honey. I like both of these. I like the scent of the milk and honey one better. It's a little bit of like a sweeter, kind of creamier feel. I just love both of them. I just love the brand. The lavender one is amazing as well though. And yeah, they're pretty cheap. They're like $4 or $5 at Target. They last me a long time. They really foam up in the bath, and I have already repurchased that. I got there's like a new avocado oil one or whatever. That smells so good. But yeah, so that stuff is my favorite. Then I ran out of my Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray. I love this stuff. I use it before and after my makeup, which is why I kind of ran through the last half of this really quickly, because I've had this bottle for a long time, but I've just, not super recently, but within the past probably like half a year or so, been using it under and over my makeup. So I will definitely be repurchasing that. I also, this is another like skincare thing. Well, not really, but whatever. It is the Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap. This is the lavender. This is just a little one. I think I ran out of a peppermint one as well. It's not in here though. That might be at school. But I use this to clean my brushes, and it works great for that. It's pretty cheap. I ended up just going ahead and getting the big bottle of the peppermint. It's about this big. It's just a better deal, and I know I like it. So I already repurchased that. Then I went through a little package of the Simple Cleansing wipes. I like these. I feel like they may be a little bit greasy though. I don't know. They're okay, but not my favorite. I also used up the Murad Oil Control Mattifier. This is the SPF 15. Oh gosh, it looks like there's like a little bit more, whatever. It's not even worth it. This is a pretty expensive moisturizer. It is, I think, $40 or something. Stupidly crazy like that. I already repurchased it, and I'm about halfway through the one that I have, so I'm like, really now? Do you need another one? So if you know of a really good mattifying moisturizer, or it doesn't necessarily have to be like targeted as a mattifier moisturizer, but if you know a really good moisturizer for oily skin that does keep you fairly matte, please let me know, because spending $40 on one every few months is a little bit ridiculous to me. I mean, that makes sense, right? I have two mouthwashes, and this is a little bit strange. I know this seems a little bit weird to add this in here, but I have something to say about this one. This is a Listerine Total Care Zero. I've gone through two bottles, or no, I'm using one, and I'm like halfway through another little travel size of this. This dries out your mouth so bad. It must have alcohol in there or something, because it is, I mean, it has something in there that's really strong, because it makes my mouth so dry after I use it, and it's just, I can't deal with it. Like, I use it because I have it and whatever, and I mean, it does keep your mouth really fresh and whatever, but it is just like, I don't know, I do not like the feeling it leaves. And then I also went through a little Act. This is the Plaque Guard Clean Mint. I believe this was green. I like this a lot better. It's a lot softer. Softer, that sounds weird, but gentler. It smells really good. I love the smell of this one, so I would prefer this over the Listerine. The Listerine is just like way too crazy in my opinion. Okay, I went through 2 lotion type of things. These are both sample sizes. A lot of the stuff that I'm showing you is sample sized because I did have a lot of deluxe samples. So, yeah. So the next thing is the Suave Smoothing with Cocoa Butter and Shea body lotion, and I used this kind of on my hands. I like using these small lotion like sample trial sizes for hand cream just because it's simple, you know, you can throw it in a bag or whatever. I liked this. It was fairly thin in consistency but moisturizing. Nothing super crazy, but I would expect that it'd be fairly cheap. So I would use this all over my body. I mean, it felt great, but it was nothing super, super, super thick. Then I also went through a little trial of the Gold Bond Ultimate Healing with Aloe. I liked this as well. I'm not crazy about the scent. It kind of smells like cottage cheese to me, which is like, you know, not a scent that you necessarily want to like linger on your body. It's, you know, pretty strange, but it did work. Wasn't my favorite. I probably wouldn't repurchase it. I'd buy the other one over this, but it works fine enough. Then, okay, a few things you guys have seen before. Actually, this is the only thing you have seen before. This is the Maybelline Dream Lumi pen. I love this. I already have another one, and I'm about halfway through it. It just works really nicely. It's cheap. I like it. I went through 3 mascaras. Let's see. The first one, oh gosh, I've had this for a long time. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga. I really liked this. It has a kind of interesting wand. It kind of tapers in. It has the fiber bristles, so not a plastic wand. I did like this. It was fairly voluminous and worked pretty well, pretty lengthening, separating, but I have another that I'll show you that I like better. Then I also went through the Buxom, what is this? Full and Fabulous. This came in a set that I got, but this is what I was using, I believe, in my mascara video that I did, like the best way to apply mascara, that video. This has a fairly large plastic wand. I liked this as well. Very, very separating. Brushes like this are really good for separation and length, definition and stuff. Again, really nice. Would definitely recommend this. But the all-time best one out of this bunch, and one that is definitely risen to the top of my mascara obsessions, is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I got this in a little set that was in the Sephora inside JCPenney. It was like a few little samples, and then you got a card for a full size. So I'm definitely going to be using that on this. But it has a pretty interesting looking wand. It is like a fiber wand. It's not plastic. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's fairly large, and it is kind of larger on the ends and then dips in the center, so it kind of goes like that. And it is just, I mean, it's what I'm wearing today. I'll zoom in a little bit. I just think it's, I mean, my lashes look amazing. They're separated. They have a lot of length, a lot of volume. I just really like the way that they look. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my lashes recently in videos, you know, saying they look like falsies. I just think they look really, really amazing, and it's a very buildable mascara, and this sample lasted me a long time, which is impressive as well. So I would recommend all 3 of the mascaras, but this one is definitely become a favorite of mine. Then I have the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This was like the travel size because I wanted to test it out. I didn't want to just go in and buy the $50 full-size one. This one was still $18. It actually lasted me a very long time, which is surprising. I could probably scrape out like the, you know, maybe 1 or 2 uses out of it, but whatever. I did like this. It was very smooth and nice. I mean, I had no complaints about it, but I mean, it did leave me with a nice finish. My makeup went on nicely afterwards. It kept me fairly matte, but I mean, I don't know. I'm using something else now, and it's like I'm not dying to go back to this or anything. I think it kind of did blur. I don't know. I mean, you can go back and look in videos when I used this. It looks nice, but I don't necessarily know if I would spend $52, I believe, on the full size. That's just a little bit crazy to me, but it does feel super nice on the skin. It almost leaves not necessarily a powdery feel, but just that really, really smooth consistency. So good, but I don't know if I would spend that much money on the full size. Then I have the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. I liked this. Sorry, the air just came on. I liked this, but it was nothing crazy. I don't think it didn't break me out or anything, but I don't think it did wonders to my skin. I have other masks that I much prefer over this. So it was gentle and nice, and I think if you have sensitive skin, it would be great for that because it didn't irritate my skin or anything, but nothing that really surprised me or amazed me. Then I also used up the Boscia Subaki Oil Infused Exfoliating Powder. Now I believe I mentioned this in a vlog. This is one of the weirdest products ever. It's a powder that you mix with water and it like becomes an exfoliator. It's the weirdest thing ever, and you dump it onto your hands. I kept it in the shower, which is really the only place I would ever use it. I don't see how you could use it at the sink and not make an enormous mess, but at the same time, using it in the shower is like a little bit weird because the steam and everything makes it like cling to the sides. I don't know. It was kind of a nightmare to use. Basically, I wouldn't repurchase it, but it worked better than I expected. Like I said, you dump it onto your hands, mix it with water, or kind of mix it on the water that's on your face or whatever, and it is like a paste, and you're like, there is no way on this planet that a paste is going to exfoliate my skin, but it did somehow. So I was like, okay, I don't know how this is working exactly. It was weird, but I felt like you had to use a lot of it to make it work, so I feel like you would just go through it super, super quickly, and I just don't think it's worth it. Another thing is the Glam Glow. This is the Thirsty Mud. I have a full size of this. I do really love this, especially if my skin's feeling really dehydrated. I will apply this to my skin, let it kind of sink in, and then before I go to bed, I don't wash it off, but I really massage it into my skin, leave it overnight, and it's nice. I like it. Like I said, I do have the full size. Then I also went through the Glam Glow Power Mud Dual Cleanse Treatment. I probably actually have like one more use out of it. Now that I'm looking at it, I do not even remember what I thought about this, to be honest. It's a cleanser that you use on dry skin, which was a little bit strange. And, okay. It's a cleansing oil treatment. Does it say that? Okay, that makes sense. I mean, obviously it's Glam Glow, so it's going to be expensive. It was nothing that blew my socks off. Again, I mean, I don't believe it broke me out or anything like that. It was nice, but there's other cleansers that I would use over this. So it's worth a try. I mean, it's cool. It smells very earthy, but I mean, clearly if I don't have like amazing things to say about it, it didn't amaze me. So, you know, I don't know, whatever. Then the last thing I have is the Clarins Super Restorative Total Eye Concentrate. This is one freaking expensive eye cream. This is a sample. The full size eye cream, granted, it is a fairly large size, I believe, but it's like $80. Now, okay, I'm 20 years old. I don't need an $80 eye cream. But this stuff is amazing. So, I was like, really? Why? Why do you have to be so good? It just like makes my under eyes feel so good and like hydrated in a way that other eye creams that I've used don't make my eyes feel. And it just, I don't know. I squeezed every last little bit out. I don't think there's like a single drop left. Oh, there's a little bit. Great. It's probably 25 cents on my hand. But it's just hydrating but not greasy. It sinks in. It just, I love it. I love it. Why does it have to be so expensive? Okay, I'm sorry. I have like a fuzz right on my face and it's really irritating me and I can't seem to get it. But even if the full size was $40, I'd probably get it. Okay, now I can really feel it. Oh, I got it. But I mean, if it was $40, I'd buy it. I've purchased expensive-ish eye creams before, but $80, that's too much for a 20-year-old. You know, if you're older, then maybe, but I don't really have eye problems. I just like to hydrate under my eyes, so yes. Those were all of the products that I have used up, quite a few of them. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've used up and kind of mini reviews and if I would repurchase anything. A lot of the stuff I did really, really like, which is surprising. Usually I'm kind of more like, meh, you know, and I was kind of like that for some of them. But for the most part, I did enjoy the products that I showed you. So tell me if there are any products that you have used up recently or if there's anything that you think I should try. And yeah, I hope you all are having a fantastic day and I will see you all in my next one. Bye everyone.